That has got to fucking suck. Now, I have been hit by fire while, undetected that was intended for a friendly ship, but I don't think I've ever been killed that way. So, yeah, I feel bad for that Hatsuharu. But, moving on. The gameplay here is just a Yamato match on the new tiers of the desert that doesn't suck. So, yes, I'm so happy that they finally fixed this map. Epicenter is at least now playable. As you will see here, I won't be commenting too much on the gameplay though, because we got tons of new stuff to talk about. That's frankly a lot more interesting than me just sitting there bow tanking the entire game. But yeah, update 072 is going to be coming out on February 28th, which at the time I'm recording this is tomorrow. And of course, the main selling point of this update is the French Battleships, which, a lot of people already have one or more French Battleships through the crates. I got very lucky with those French crates. I actually was able to pop myself a Lyon, so I'm already at tier 7 before the patch even drops. So yeah, I got very, very lucky with that. And the Lyon, that thing is pretty damn fun with the 16 guns. And I mean, the turret traverse is slow at first, but once I was able to spec it properly, it's a ton of firepower that can be wielded very, very easily. The only bad part about it is that the firing angles on the turrets are abysmal. But pretty much everything else about the ship, it's tiny, so it's hard to hit. It's fast. Tons of guns. It's a great little battleship. Though I will probably still play through the tier 3 and the tier 4 just because I am such an obsessive completionist. I have the Bretagne, I have the Normandy, I got a couple games played on those things before popping the Lyon. But yeah, it's just I must at least play the two lower tier things. And if a low tier battleship just is better than the Miyogi, I'm perfectly fine with it. I had a good time in say the Kaiser and stuff like that. So the Frenchies will probably not infuriate me too much. But yeah, the French line is just low tier dreadnoughts, and then just from the Normandy onward, they're fast quad turret things. They also renamed the Tier 10 to the Republic. I didn't think it was possible to have a more French name than France, but yeah, they found one. Republique. Yeah, the Republic seems kind of bleh to me as a Tier 10, just because only the 8 guns and in just 2 quad turrets, 1 forward, 1 rear. So I'm not sure how it'll really factor into the tier 10 environment. The Alsace looks like a pretty damn good tier 9, but I'm not really impressed with the Republic just by looking at it stat-wise. Maybe when a lot more gameplay comes out of people using the thing, maybe then I'll have a better impression of it. I'm not sure, but. Yeah, there's more to this patch though. First off, they're replacing Narai with this operation called Hermes. Apparently, Narai was too good for grinding, so we now have a new campaign. It's only available for I think allied tier 7 cruisers. I think that's the tier they're going with. So that would be Pensacola, Indianapolis, Fiji, Belfast, and the Algerie. So, yeah, a very limited amount of ships. Oh, and the Atlanta. I was about to say, forgive me if I forget anything, but yeah, it's limited in the types of ships that you can bring in. Although you can actually bring in the French tier 7 and tier 8 battleships, so I can take the Lyon into that scenario. And then I can also take in the Richelieu once I finally get that, because I am actually well on my way to getting it, because I've been playing Lyon so much. It'll of course lose its premium status, but my unlocked modules and everything and XP that I have on it will all be retained. So Hermes actually also has this this cool little thunderstorm mechanic that's going on, where it will greatly limit visibility. I'm hoping they bring in this kind of atmospheric shit into random battles to like just kind of replace the current cyclone effect, because it really isn't too impressive. But yeah, well, one can dream, I suppose. One can dream. So, and now because absolutely everything needs a campaign and collection now, there is of course a campaign related to the French battleships. The final prize, of course, just being ridiculous gilded-looking perma-camos for the Dunkirk, Richelieu, and Gaston. So, I'll still probably do it, just for the sake of at least getting these things. I don't really care about like the achievements for completing every last mission in the campaign. I'll of course do that if I can, but like if it requires me to buy like the Eagle rather than just unlocking it through the missions, I'm not going to do it. So this campaign though is pretty quick and easy, though of course there are some missions that require the Eagle and others that require a French battleship above tier 8 or tier 8 or above. So yeah, that'll be a bit inhibiting, but I should be able to power my way through it, I hope. So as I brought up earlier with Tears of the Desert, there are more map changes coming around this patch. The Atlantic map has actually been adjusted a bit. It isn't like a massive sweeping change like Tears was, but its islands, have been moved around a little bit. There's just some, just a little bit of difference in the cover, I suppose, is just how it really changed. Warrior's Path received an even smaller change, with just concerning 2 islands that are in the ACAP. That's the only difference, at least as far as I can tell, just by looking at the map. And then, lastly, we get Northern Lights back, but they changed the cap locations just to differentiate it from normal North. Yay! I actually kind of miss Northern Lights. So, instead of the 4 cap domination, we now have, as in the 4 cap domination right across the center line of the map, we now have both caps for either team on either side of the island that's near the A cap, and they're both already captured. And then we have a larger B and a larger C cap. No D caps, so there is now absolutely zero reason to go around those 2 massive islands, but of course the potatoes are going to do it. And now, a change that I am sure everybody will be very, very happy about. Although there is still more to be done, I suppose. The detonation mechanic. A ship can now not be detonated if it has more than 75% of its health. Yay! It'd be cool if they just removed it completely, but hey, it's a start. No. Other than that, we just have, let's see what else. The Japanese perma-camos can be switched according to the Yamamoto color scheme now. So I can now have a blue Yamato that is using the perma-camo. When I finally get around to unlocking Yamato, I know I'm slow. And then we have just new visual changes with ship wakes and splashes not lasting too long. And now, and that's really about it as far as game functionality goes. They also buffed the Harakaze's turret rotation speed on the stock turrets. Yeah, that ain't that great. And then lastly, for clan battles, they switched out the rental ships, so we now get Yamato, Shima, and the Hindenburg, which will kind of shake up how me and the clan are going about the battles, I suppose. Maybe I can actually use the battleship this time. I've just been using radar cruisers, but some of the other guys who don't actually have tier 10s, like some of them are using the battleship. And the Hindenburg is a better rental ship than the Zhao, so maybe I can actually use my fully knitted out Yamato instead of having somebody else rent it. But yeah, that'll be an idea to take up with them though when the patch finally drops. So yeah, that's really about it though. I'll see if I can find myself get myself a Leon gameplay to post, just to basically celebrate the arrival of the patch, I suppose. I'm going to be going out of town on Saturday and we'll be gone for about a week, so I'm going to try and get a backlog of shit to upload, and then just schedule uploads throughout the week. It'll probably only be like 2 videos at most because I'm really fucking lazy, but it's something. So yeah, that's it for me then, I suppose. I'm rotting my brain, and that is the video.